Welcome to episode 4 of Public Opinion Podcast. I'm your boy Sam Jules with my co-host Lucian Burdenin, aka Lou, and my second co-host Clint, aka CP. No last name this time, Clint. But
appreciate you.
Yeah, man, want to come on here, guys, and say what's up, fellas. How's everybody doing?
Chilling, man. You know, just cooling. Just finished church. Hold up. I'm ready to do some basketball talk, man. Let's get into it.
Love that. Clint, what's up with you? You good?
Another Sunday on the island. Tired of getting whooped in 2K. Trying to grind duty. So it's good to talk some basketball for a little bit.
Oh yeah, duty coming soon, right? That new Warzone, man.
At Warzone, you ain't gonna catch me on there till like January. I'm gonna give y'all some time to get y'all W's up because you know me, I don't nothing else look good, but that W column be looking good for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a head start.
All right.
I love that. And Lou, I know you was house shopping this week. How's that been? Everything good on that side?
Stressful, boy. Y'all boys stay in y'all apartments, bruh. stay in y'all apartments, bruh. Don't do it, bruh. It's stressful, but
trying to get one of the mansions out there. That's why it's stressful.
I need it. I need it, bruh. I'm trying to get a deal.
The only dude trying to get a deal, man. That's hilarious.
Trying to get a deal, bro. We're gonna see though.
Buy one get a car free deal. I see you, Lou.
Hey, and this market, don't be surprised, bro. Yeah. You might have to give up a car for a house in this market, boy. It's crazy.
Oh man, I feel that definitely. I want to go house shopping myself, probably sometime next year. But I definitely feel what you're going through, bro. It's insane. But cool. I did want to start off. Obviously, we always start off with like a culture piece where we talk about things in the culture that relate to basketball or hoops or just sports in general. First and foremost, there was an interview with Complex and Draymond Green that came out. I got to watch the interview. It was with Pierce Simpson from Complex. And Draymond actually spoke about how during the NBA Finals, him playing, for the Golden State Warriors, they were going up against the Boston Celtics, and fans were calling him the N-word repeatedly. And he said that definitely rattled him. There's a part where I think they were saying like "F you, Draymond," and he said that didn't even get to him. He kind of like loved that. He liked the energy. Draymond kind of like feels off of that. But they were calling him the N-word, and he said he definitely felt a little bit rattled.
I was rattled.
Right.
I mean, I've heard people screaming and yelling at me everywhere I go. But I've never heard an entire gym, fuck you, Draymond. But when I'm running down the court and it's, bitch, it's the N-word, it's these things, it's like, I really want to grab one of these people and wring their neck. Yeah. And then to hear people say, oh, that's just a part of the game.
Have you guys ever experienced any type of any issues as far as racial issues or so forth where where you felt rattled or or just uncomfortable?
Never in that big of a magnitude. I feel like with anything in life, a lot of people just, even playing video games, you like I mentioned, I play Duty 2K, blah, blah, blah. You be in especially Duty, you be in a Duty party and it be F you, N-word, F you. Like, you hear that in the cutscene just before your game started or whatever, just because you dropped a 30 piece or something like that. Everybody quick to say that, and then you be at work not knowing these people in the meeting on next Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's just people know their situations on when they can push that magnitude and push that button. And people know, especially after watching that Jordan Poole video, you ain't gonna say that to Draymond outside in the parking lot by yourself. You might for a lawsuit or something, but you know when to try something like that. He in the element to where he can't really retaliate. So it's like, it's ugly, but I feel like people just know when to push that button.
Yeah, man.
I definitely feel like I do like what the NBA did this year. They're kind of cracking down on the outside noise as far as the crowd, and they're implementing these certain rules and saying like, yo, you have one warning, and if you use that warning, we're kicking you out and we're suspending you. Like, I do love that because I feel like there should be definitely a some kind of discipline. And like, you shouldn't be able, as a crowd, just because you paid for those seats, you shouldn't be able to like throw food and like, be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't do that in a high school game. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
True.
So I just feel like,
the
I'm all about that.
The argument is like they say that it's part of the game, right? The fans are part of the game, but that's not part of the game. That's not.
Nah, that's a little too wild, bro.
Yes, that's too much.
Wild.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I think we've all, probably gone through some indirect, racism at one point. I could share like a quick story. Like when I worked at a grocery store as a kid, I'll never forget this dude ended up he wrote on my hand with a permanent marker. And that little like instance, like, you don't really think about it like that, but I think he was trying to like say that I was, I'm fairly, dark skinned. So I think he was trying to say like, I was as dark as like this permanent marker. And at that time, again, wasn't really like thinking about it till like you get older. You're like, wow, this is like some racism that is in my workplace, that just happened at work. And it was like super malicious at that time. And I was naive, didn't retaliate because again, I'm at work, right? I'm at work. So I can't like pop off and go crazy because then I'll be targeted as like the angry black man, right?
You sleep, boy. That's a lawsuit.
And again, like, I was young. I'm 14, 15 at the time, so I'm not like aware of.
You shouldn't have knew no better then. I'd have been the angry black man at 14. Like 30, I might. All right, let me chill. But at 14, I'm the angry black man. But I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a check, boy.
Nah, for sure.
It just hit you late though.
It does. Yeah,
you didn't realize it at the moment.
No, I wasn't. No, I was so like clueless. I'm just at work, bro, pushing carts, bagging groceries. But again, like, in that moment, you think back, I'm like, damn, like this actually happened in my job, bro. Where, this is like where I'm gonna feed my family and feel like, what I got to do with my funds, and for that to happen in my workplace was crazy. But yeah, man. So obviously Draymond went through that. They ended up winning the finals, got their chip. So I'm pretty sure he's not thinking about it too much. But I definitely wanted to touch on that. Secondly, there was obviously we all know about the whole Kyrie thing that's been going on, with the comments he made and the post that he did or whatever. So the owner, Joe Tsai, came out recently and said, Kyrie is not doing enough. He feels like, I know he's apologized, but hasn't shown that he's really sorry. So I kind of want to get your thoughts there and see if they're kind of dragging this out still, or I know last episode we said that they're using it as an example. Do you guys still feel that way, or do you feel like Kyrie just still has not? Because he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything since the comments were made. So do you think they're dragging it, or they're pretty on point with what they're giving him?
They wildin', straight up. They just wildin'. They wildin'. It's stupid. Honestly, it's dumb. It's really dumb. Like. Again, they're just using him as an example in case for any other players, if y'all feel like y'all could act up and y'all want to, say these certain things, they're going to try to get you up out of there. You feel me? So it's stupid, bro. It's stupid.
To me, I was literally, I'm not going to lie to you, I was kicking on a game yesterday, and this dude brought up a real good point. Because in my natural defense, I feel like the discipline didn't match the action. Like, and I know me as a person, if I do something and you hit me with you gonna do this, that, and the third, I'm gonna tell you to kiss I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me as a man. I stand on mine. So I felt like at first I was like, man, that lucky Kyrie a better man than me, because Adam Silver would have came with me to list. I'd have told him, man, look, I'm out of here. But then dude broke it down to me on a point. He was like, don't you think Kyrie is that person though? This is the same person that stood on not being vaccinated for a whole year. Like, I'm not doing it. You will not make me do it. You will not force me to do it. I will not play and lose my money to do it.
I won't conform.
And then he brought up a good point, showing that if Kyrie was really unapologetic, maybe he's sorry to a degree because he's conforming. Because Kyrie has the personality trait to really say, nah, screw this. I walk away from the game. You know what I'm saying? I have everything already. Like, he's intelligent enough, and I know he's man enough to really stand on if he meant some malicious manner to it, which I really feel like he's sincerely he's sincerely sorry. He didn't mean it offensive. He has a good platform, and he didn't mean it to come off and rub people the wrong way. But I feel like the punishment doesn't match the action. Like, you at the same time, you want to muzzle him, and I feel like that's where the disconnect is, because I feel like he actually is sorry, but he doesn't feel like he deserves the punishment.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me, it's like, dog, Y'all ain't give Robert Sarver these kind of punishments, like for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
where's his punishments? Like y'all made him y'all put more money in his pockets. Y'all made him sell the team for
so his
what,
Yeah.
team.
$3 billion? Like
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now I'm richer. Now I got more liquid equity. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's like, you ain't hurt him.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt.
it's
He
funny.
said his little piece, my bad, and then sold the team, made a bag. So, and now they're like taking money away from Kyrie, obviously with the whole Nike thing, right? Nike just dropped him. I think Phil Knight, which is like the CEO or assistant CEO, like came out and spoke about it, about like how he crossed the line.
Kyrie stepped over the line. It's kind of that simple. And so he made some statements that we just can't abide by, and that's why we ended the relationship.
But what line was really crossed, So they're trying to affect his bag now. Same thing they did to Kanye. All these little deals and endorsements are starting to like cut ties.
I'm hoping for like a super Cinderella story finish here. Not trying to be funny or weird, but I feel like if both of them lose their deals for real, then Kanye, like I said, he has like a cult following. Like whatever the gay do, somebody gonna support. I feel like if he opened like his own shoe line and did it his way with his money and his funding, I feel like him and Kyrie should collab on a shoe. I feel like that'll be like a good ending to the scenario.
That would be dope. That would be dope for both parties. Yeah. And both their like audiences as well, from like the fashion world to the sport world, like mash up. That'd be kind of cool. But cool. So want to transition now into some hoops. So how do you guys feel about the NBA right now as a whole? Do you feel like the NBA is in good hands? Is in a good state? What have you seen in the first 15 games? Is it a lot of like traditional big man, or is it like a lot of guys going, or a lot of teams going to more small ball? Is it like a lot of more ball movement? Like clearly, it's a lot more threes that are being shot, but like, what are your thoughts on just the state of the NBA as a whole?
Yeah, take it.
I think honestly, like, yeah, I'm excited for this season. I'm very, very excited for this season. There's a lot of teams showing up. There's definitely some other teams that we thought were gonna hoop. They're kind of taking a step back, but I'm very excited for like the seeding.
What team specifically? Who have you noticed that are just kind of like
Who stepped back?
Yeah, who took like a little step back?
Obviously the Lakers. I feel like the Nets took a step back. Those are my main two. Like
I say Denver. Denver's another team that doesn't look.
I feel like they're working. They're working with their, with Jamal coming back. I feel like they're trying to work with him and trying to give him his green light back. So I feel like that's the only reason why they're hurting. But I don't see them, falling out of the playoffs like the way the Lakers are.
What about?
I definitely see them going to the Lakers.
What about the Clippers?
You can even say, Clippers. You can say Golden State. Like both, like they're not meeting expectations like of the dominance we had planned in mind for them. Like when we looked at the start of the season, you didn't go Golden State's going to be outside of the playoff picture in the first 10 games. You didn't see that. Like you didn't see the Clippers. I'm going to say Luke. I'm not saying they're struggling, which they are. It's just some of when you look at their games played with both teams I just mentioned, those certified wins that you scratched as wins was like, man, you beat the Kings by a bucket. Like you beat, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see that. That's not the stuff you kind of predicted.
Yeah,
I feel like the Clippers are being more strategic. I feel like they're holding back Kawhi, taking their time. They're being strategic. I feel like they're tallying all these like L's, like they're just taking them as like light hits. You feel me? But once like we start getting like towards Christmas and like after Christmas, that second half of the season, I feel like Kawhi's going to slowly come into play, and they're still going to make the playoffs. But I feel like they're playing strategically, bro. I feel like it's more of a strategic game for them.
I just hate how like low key they are and like secretive they are about this. Like, not coming out with any reports. It's like, Kawhi's not playing. Like, it's just so weird. There's no like legitimate reports, timeline or nothing. Like they'll just throw him in there, throw him out there. Like, it's just weird. But Clippers are definitely a team that I had high hopes for, and I agree with you, Lou. I just feel like they're kind of slowly ramping the team per se until the second half of the season.
Yeah.
But those L's add up. If you think about it, they're gonna add up. So
yeah,
I feel like this is something good we can kind of just timestamp. Like meaning, because this is a question I had in my head. Like, and this is really going to answer it. Is the NBA season a marathon or is it a sprint? Like, because if you look at this season and everybody who's gotten off the fast starts, if you really look at it, it's not our known superheroes or our known superstars that we're used to knowing and seeing. LeBron's not there. Paul George is not there. Kawhi's not there. KD's not there. Kyrie's not there. So it's like our guys, Harden, our guys that we've been watching dominate for so long, they're like chilling in a sense. And it's the young guys.
It's definitely a marathon.
Yeah, the young guys are like 12 and, you know, like Giannis and them, like they're taking off with the season. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it has me questioning, did our guys fall off in a sense, or do they know a bigger picture? Like, you know, I just need 50 wins. I need to get in and you're going to see my true colors. Or is that what we're going to see? Or are we going to see that those guys that we grew in love for so long is going to kind of, are we watching them get hawked down by this fresh young talent of guys ready to kind of take their spot?
I was going to say that. Do you think it's just like a reflection of the back end of their career? Like they're kind of at that turning corner, like, you know, as crazy as it may sound, right? Harden, like we know Harden to be
it's a tough pill to swallow, bro. Like I can't say KD's washed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to say anybody giving me 30 a night is washed, but at the same time, it's not resulting in the W column like your 30 used to result in the W column. So that's where the question is coming in at.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the Nets are 4-1, but just throwing that out there with Kyrie being out.
Kyrie,
so,
and that's also like Philly. Like, mind you, I said this earlier. I don't feel like Embiid and Harden should spend a lot of time on the court together. And have you noticed when Embiid was out, then Maxey played better. The offense was a faster pace. Blah 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 blah. Now Harden's gone. The game went back slow. They're like gritting and grinding and fighting. Like it looks like two separate teams.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen Embiid's body language kind of look
a little bit better.
They're waving his hands now. He's shooting deep threes at the last second.
Embiid from way outside.
Way better. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like it could be internal. You know, obviously it could be something that internal that, you know, that's no one's really talking about. But
chemistry's big, man. It's big. Like even sharing the court with some people you play a little pickup ball. It's like when I play with other people, yeah, you can be a point guard, but like the way you see the game, the way I see the game is two different things. Like when I play with Lou, I know all I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to ask no questions. When I pop off the screen, I'm ready to. I'm lock and loaded. You know what I'm saying? And I know how he's going to get it there as fast as possible. To where some people might take an extra 2 dribbles and get it to you later, and you're like, I don't even want it no more. You know what I'm saying? Or I miss. Like it's a chemistry thing, bro.
That's true.
Knowing your personnel. Me and Lou talk about this all the time. Like just knowing your personnel.
You got to know your personnel.
Knowing who's on your team.
Biggest part of hoops.
So, which is a good segue to like what teams have surprised you in a good way, in a positive way, like where you would have thought that damn they weren't going to be like, you know, even in the picture, but now they're showing us in the first 15 games that they actually want to make the playoffs. I'll start off. You know, I've been riding with Dame this year. Portland Trailblazers, they 9-4. You know, and Dame haven't even really played that many games this year. Obviously, he's dealing with some injuries, but Jeremy Grant stepped up a lot. Simon stepped up a lot. Who else? I want to say like Nurk has done pretty well as he's always been there, but Shaden doing pretty good for a rook. Josh Hart, I think he's averaging like 9 rebounds a game as a shooting guard, small forward. Like that's crazy. So I think Portland is definitely one of those teams that, you know, we counted out. You know, I'm guilty of that actually. You know, just talking about how they weren't going to make the playoffs, but they're showing us like, yo, we here. And like Clint, you just said, Clint, like chemistry is everything. Like Dame has a lot of trust in his guys. He's giving guys, you know, the opportunity to hit these game winners. I think Josh Hart hit 1, Jeremy Grant hit 2, I think, and I think Simon's hit 1 as well. So it's like he's giving these guys the opportunity, like, hey, don't always gotta be me, even though they know it's coming to me, but I could give you guys the green. You guys have the green light.
I bet it's Dame time in the playoffs. I ain't playoff time. I ain't looking at you. Let me stop.
Unless they make it, I feel like they're gonna die down, bro.
Oh, you don't think so?
They're gonna die down, bro. This is just a hype. You feel me? Just like we were talking about, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. Them boys are sprinting right now.
And any other time, like with other teams, I would agree with you. Like if this is the Spurs right now, I'm like, they're gonna die. It's gonna die down. That's the Pistons. I'm gonna say. Only reason I'm gonna say the Portland's not gonna die down because a lot of their role players aren't rookies. One, like Jeremy Grant, the Josh Harts, they've been in the league. They've been journeymen already, kinda. So I feel like this is good timing for them to really establish themselves and get them next contracts or get them next level looks that they want. You get what I'm saying? Like Jeremy Grant's a lot went up already, but I feel like the Josh Harts, I think they pay Simons, the Nurkic, they got a little bit more incentive on their back end. These ain't rookie deals we on. Like I gotta sustain my play, so it's like, all right, you don't get too much leeway. We got to make some kind of noise.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
I don't know. We gonna see, man. I feel like it's gonna die down. It's gonna die down. But for me, I like Boston, man. Them boys look tough. Like Boston looks tough all around. I love the duo of JB and JT.
Yeah,
I feel like JT is, JT. I think he's on the streak right now. He's going crazy, but I think he's averaging like 35 right now, bro. He's going nuts. But that's my favorite duo right now, and they have a solid roster. You know, they got Brogdon behind them. They got Derek White. Still got the DPOY. Feel me? That team is complete, bro. What's going on, Cliff? What 10-3? What you trying to say? What you got to say?
It's not 10 minutes to 3. Nah, bro. It's 5 minutes to 3. What you talking about?
10-3, bro. What you got to say?
It's hard for me to say a surprise team is somebody that just came out the finals. Like, come on, bro. I can't swing that. You should have took that slap in the face and came back with a vengeance. So I feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
I just feel like
same court, just different coach.
Correct. So, I feel like what you're doing is miraculous. I'm not discrediting that. I feel like their team is due for a chemistry change soon because it's like, all right, it looks good, but now we got to add Robert Williams when he comes back. We have to still learn minutes. We got Grant Williams on a contract year, so his chest is poking out. This has always been my biggest beef with Boston. I hate at the end of some close games, right? Everybody in here, everybody in the world, who's the best 2 players on Boston? Go.
JB.
JB.
Yep.
So why be seeing Marcus Smart trying to clutch up threes at the end of the game or something like what are you doing? Like, come on, I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm that guy, I need to be that guy in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I be watching him trying to clutch up. I don't mind them breaking it down and kicking to him, but he will really catch the ball and think he's that guy sometimes. And I feel like managing that counts. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tough when you come in the league at the same time as people and you see them as equals. So you don't really see their game as elevated higher than yours. So I feel like he still tries to take shine that he quite doesn't deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No discredit to the like JT or JB. I feel like JT is on one right now. I feel like he's motivated him and JB to get back. But my pick for team right now, I'm hoping they don't hit kind of mental fatigue slur. It's gonna be the Cavs, bro. Like I say this to say, LeBron, stay your ass in LA. Don't come messing with what they got up. These young boys hungry. These young boys trying to get there. And realistically, it flows so perfectly well. Like we got young, hungry guys. They know they roll. We play team ball. When we don't got it, Donovan, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it just fits to me. I can't describe it completely, but it just fits to me.
Yeah, I agree. Some honorable mentions. The Grizzlies, they look really good. And then Lou, I'm surprised you didn't say your Jazz, but I know that's your squad this year, but they look good as well.
He signed them boys up. I like the Kings on the low. I feel like their schedule hasn't helped them. They've played some tough teams.
No, they really have. De'Aaron Fox showed me like a different pace this year. Like he looks really efficient.
They have good cohesion. I like it, but it's just they've had tough schedules to try to kind of to show themselves. Like it's tough.
Yeah,
but every game they've played, they fought.
They really have, man. It's a bunch of guys on that team too, like who were semi-stars in their previous teams. If you think about it, right?
Correct.
Kevin Herter was like the third option. Malik Monk was like the third option. Sabonis, even as great as he was, like, you know, he was like always like the secondary option, you know? So, just stuff like that. So cool. There was also a question, or not a question, but a statement made by Tim Hardaway Sr. he had mentioned that Luka is better at 23 years old than LeBron was from draft day to 23 years old. I wanted to get your opinion on that. We did look up some. We put up some stats, right? We put up some stats. So Braun at 30, average 30 points a game, and then Luka at 23, because he's 23 right now, is averaging 34.3 points per game. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on the comparison and who do you think was better at 23?
It's ugly because this is just my opinion. Like, if you look at the landscape of the league now, bro, like a lot of the most talented players in our league aren't from this country. Like Luka, the Jokic, the Giannis, like a lot of our top guys in this league come from other countries. And Luka, he said he's 23. That man been hooping since he was 16 with grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like putting them in the cup, putting them in the work. So it's like he's been bred for this. So like, yeah, I can look at your start of your careers and be like, who's look better on paper? But I feel like the way Luka kind of gets to fly under the radar to where LeBron had to live up to expectations. From high school, I was the next big thing. Luka walked in the league and was like, I'm a 6'8" white guy. No disrespect. I'm gonna come. I don't jump high. I'm not lightning fast. I'm just playing ball. It's kind of like
I want to argue the point that like he kind of had the same hype as like this Victor kid, right? This whole 7'3" thing, like 7'3" guy in France. Like everyone talked about Luka before he got to the league because he was like MVP, I think.
True.
I think prior.
True.
So like, you know, when he came in, the expectations were definitely high. They was like, yo, we got this 17, 18-year-old kid that's about to come into this league and may take it over. You know, I think LeBron even says it himself, like Luka's one of his favorite guys that he likes to watch.
Luka is one of my favorite players in the NBA today. From the simple fact of the way I play the game is exactly how I love the way he plays the game. Team first, gets his guys involved. If you challenge me to score, I'm going to score. And at the same time, I'm going to score. And also, at the same time, I'm going to keep my guys involved. But I play for the team, and I'm going to play with a sense of joy.
And that's my thing with Luka. That's my only thing with Luka. Like, I can't say he hasn't lived up to expectations. I've watched this man, like I said, I watched him mutt Kawhi, PG, Patrick Beverly, anybody you name it, he done. And I say he don't jump high, he don't run fast. His game is timeless. But there's still a facet of you still have to live up to that expectation. I watched LeBron live up to that expectation. Like, all right, cool, come to the league, take over. Like, he did that. I cannot. You will never deny that LeBron ain't do what he came here to do. I said it from high school. I'm that man, and I'm showing y'all I'm that man. I need to see that 10 years from now from Luka. I don't need to see Luka get a chip and be like, back to my country. I need to see him win consistently and want to dominate this league.
Yeah. I mean, he's gotten better every year, though. We got to give him that credit, too. Every year he's
Sam, this is coming from the LeBron hater himself. This is surprising.
I know. I'm surprised.
This is surprising.
This is surprising.
I'm going to clear the air for y'all, too. The only reason it's only two reasons I really don't mess with Bron. You ever, like, I'm not a betting person. I never really bet. I don't go play sports bets. But anytime I needed him, I never got him. Anytime I rooted for him, I never got him. You know what I'm saying? I got the lazy Bron, or I got the I'm about to switch teams anyway, Bron. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he let you down, basically.
He just let you down.
He did. So in those situations to where I needed him to be that guy, he wasn't. Like when he was in Miami, come on, man. OKC fans in the house. You know what I'm saying? And you got your first win initially really slapping us. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting against you, and you crushed my heart. All right, cool. First year KD leaves.
It's personal.
It's personal. It's personal in a sense. First year KD leaves. Bron, I ask you for nothing. Please, Bron. Don't let KD get a ring. It happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask you for nothing.
Let him grab two of them things.
Don't let him grab this first year, make him look like he was right. KD broke my heart. Break his back. Hold me down, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, all right, you know what? Cool. I learned to accept LeBron for who he is. Although I hate LeBron on the basketball court too. Never get it confused. I feel like LeBron off the court, greatest individual ever created. This man is picture perfect.
Yeah,
he's a model citizen. He's
never has any.
He's intelligent.
Yeah,
Hey, he got the money to cover whatever scandal coming. Don't. Hey, let's be real, y'all boys. Don't give me this now. Come on, he got the NDAs.
Yeah, I just needed more Kobe out of him, man. I needed more. Job's not done.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm here to win. I'm here to what? Like I needed more of that. I needed more of that. I needed more killer instinct. I needed more ruthless aggression.
No, I get that. Definitely.
I ain't gonna lie.
What about you, Lou? You think compared at 23, Bron versus Luka, who you rooting with?
I don't think we actually.
And before you answer,
you're a Heat fan. You've benefited from this, so you're like, man, nobody touched Bron.
But Lou wasn't really messing with Bron either. So I mean, like y'all was kind of in the same boat. But he definitely has a newfound respect for Bron too. And so I want to hear his honest opinion on them.
My respect definitely did come late. Even when he joined us in Miami, I still kind of felt a way about him. Mm-hmm. Then when he lost that first year, he was done for me. But, he redeemed himself for sure. That second year for sure. They definitely redeemed themselves. But, bro, honestly, bro, it's tough for me, bro. All around, like my heart wants to say Luka is like really tough. But like Clint said, bro, this is LeBron we're talking about. This is one of the greatest to ever play the game. Mm-hmm. But I do think at some point, if Luka can pull off a ring, I feel like we could be looking at the next GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he pulls it off in like the next 2 seasons, I don't know. This is a different conversation.
Yeah, we could be looking at the next GOAT, bro. Like, honestly, I watched him shred Portland last night, bro.
It was insane.
Bro, this is a 40-point triple-double. Shred Portland, 2 shreds. He made Christian Wood look like freaking Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah. Like, bro.
No, seriously, bro.
Bro, shredding.
He makes like average guys look really good.
So I think this is a fair thing we got to do if we're going to have this conversation. So if we're checking off boxes, is there anything that Luka has that LeBron didn't? If you're looking at playmaking, finishing, shooting, defense, tangibles, like IQ, is there anything that Luka can check off that Bron at this age couldn't check off? I don't think so.
I think you said it though. Only thing is like athleticism. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. And I don't know if that was a box that you mentioned.
Defense wise.
Yeah, defensively. Correct. Like younger Bron was more defensive minded. I think as he got older, he became more smarter. So he's like, you know what? If I could, withhold this energy on defense and like make it more accessible on offense, I don't have to always like be like locked up on man and like, chase after everything. Like, so again, if that's the only, if there was, I don't know if you said athleticism as a box, but if that's a box there, that's the only box that he doesn't tick off.
Now, that's also like a counter because it's like, okay, we look at Luka. Luka has a timeless game. Luka has an old man game already. Like he'll post you. I can face you up. Like I'm not fast. I think the benefit, like at this age, is Luka is a way better shooter in the sense of like,
for sure.
Depth, 3-point range, whatever. Like he has that already. Sure. So the question is, how long can Luka get away with the old man game before you think anybody ever gets hip to it? Because LeBron kind of rolled the athleticism into the old man game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where Luka, I don't think he has a backup game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you change later down the line?
Yeah, I hear you.
There's really nothing in Luka's game that you need to change. Like, if you just put the right pieces around him, you guys are winning rings.
Yeah, he's gonna make you
like
better.
back to back. Yeah, just get right pieces.
Because again, like,
so I have a question.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We're speaking of Luka. Might as well. Can y'all give me a start bench cut, Euro style?
Ooh, okay.
Luka, Giannis, Joker.
Oof.
Start bench cut. Euro style. Give me the
I am not
Euro.
going first. I am not going first, bro. I am
Give me
not
the
going first.
Euro. Give me the Euro style, bro. Start, bench, cut. Giannis, Joker, or Luka.
Damn, that's
Well,
tough.
Clint already called it. Samuel Jules. Start, bench,
All
cut.
right, I'm gonna start. I'm starting Giannis, bro, because Giannis has gained my respect on all aspects, on and off the court.
Only
He's
one with a ring.
I literally was gonna say that he's a champion, so he's shown us that he's done it at the ultimate level, on the ultimate stage. So I'm gonna start Giannis. I'm going to bench Luka. Again, when it comes to I know it's tough, and I'm a huge Joker fan. Everyone that knows me,
Yeah.
everyone knows I love Joker, but I'm a bench Luka. Only reason being because he is like a spitting image of Braun, like we just mentioned, where he does everything, bro. Literally everything. They run through him. His usage is like 80%, 90% of the time, very similar to Joker. And then unfortunately got to bench Joker. And the only reason being is because
You got to cut Joker.
I'm sorry, cut Joker. My apologies. Yeah, I got to cut Joker because only reason being defensive liability at times.
I'm sorry, Sam. I cut you off really quick. I just want the whole world to know he cut the 2-time MVP. Everybody else on this list has an MVP, and he kept the person that didn't have the MVP. Continue, Sam.
Luka about that. Well, in 6 months, we're going to pull up this episode and be like, Luka got one because he's looking like MVP right now. So,
he is.
Hey, quick question, Lou. What's Sam's social media real quick?
Champagne
Poppy.
He
just put a Drake bet out on Luka. I just want y'all to know every time Drake bets on somebody, they lose. Y'all watch y'all watch the Skywalker, whatever his name, lose last night. Drake bet Sam just ruined Luka's MVP chances. That junk is dead.
Yep.
I'm just saying, bro. He's in MVP form right now, so he looking like he running with that, him or Ja. But I'm gonna have to cut Joker, unfortunately, and that hurts me because I do love Joker. But yeah, I'm gonna start Giannis. I'm gonna bench Luka, and I'm gonna cut Joker. What about you, Clint? Unless you want to go.
Congratulations, Lou. You hurt my brain for a little bit.
Thank you. You got it on me last week, but yeah, I got one for you this week.
Man, matter of fact, I
have to write them down, bro.
Put the intelligence on for this one. All right, I'm starting Joker.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm starting Joker because I feel like I don't care what 4 is around him, he is him. He's a triple double threat no matter the 4. I feel like he can be my point guard and my big man all in one. So even if my point guard is subpar, I'm decent. Like if I'm starting a franchise, I'm comfortable with that. It was hard not to say Giannis first. I want you to understand there's a point in my life to where I want everybody to remember this. Do y'all remember when Giannis first came out and everybody that was announcer was like, no. He made us learn his name and how to pronounce it because he came and dominated. I learned how to say Antetokounmpo. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't tell me how to spell it.
And if you watch the movie,
he made me learn
that's not his actual name.
Yeah, you got to watch the movie.
Oh. I don't got cable. Anyways, but he made me learn his name. So, that alone is just respect. Like, Giannis, he'll come off the bench for me, and only because I feel like even though he is great, I had to build it right. I had to build him a Dwight Howard situation, like shooters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can hold you. You go do you. So, although he is dominant, I got to build it right, though. I can't put him with a Dwight and an Amari, like somebody bigger than him. I couldn't stick him on the Timberwolves right now. You know what I'm saying? And say, go to work. I couldn't. And then after that is, and I wouldn't. Luka, this is the only time I cut you in my life. I promise, boy. But I gotta let you go, brother. And that's just only because everybody else, like Joker's realistically a bigger Luka in a sense. Like he's Luka at the 5.
Yeah, literally.
If Luka played both ends, it would have been him over Joker. If he was all right, cool, but I feel like I got to put pieces around Luka. I got to put defense behind Luka. Not saying Joker has much defense, but I got to put a little bit more around Luka. So I went that route.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I like that.
That's an interesting route.
Nah, that's a good
Very
take.
interesting.
Those are good. And what about you, Lou?
So for me, I love effort, bruh. I love defense. You feel me? I am a man. Yeah, I am a man of defense, bro. I want to see effort. I want to see heart. I want to see where you came from, bro. What brought you here? You came out the mud. I want to see that on the court. You feel me? And that's why I gotta go. I gotta start Giannis, bro. I gotta start Giannis off rip because he shows it every night, bro. Every night he shows his heart. He hoops. He plays his heart out. Plays D. Plays O. Unguardable. It's just for me. It's too easy for me. He plays both sides. Easy.
This is where it gets tricky.
Yeah, benching again. I need to see some kind of heart, bro. For me, Joker plays too easy, bro. It's too easy for him. It's too effortless.
Cut the 2-time MVP.
It's effortless, bro. It's too effortless for me. Like, bro, I've seen this man not go up for blocks on a dunk or a layup. Like, it's too effortless for me, bro. I can't do it. And mind you, yesterday I did watch the Mavs versus Portland game. Luka had 2 blocks. He had like 3 steals. You know, I love to see that, bro. I want to see effort. I want to see you put in the work.
So you saying Luka rep his hood a little better than Joker? Luka from the mud, and Joker from the mud.
I'm calling Luka off the bench, bro, and I gotta let Joker go, unfortunately. But
I get it. I
mean, that's just me, bro. I need defense, bro.
So y'all both gotta answer this question for me now. So is Joker bottom tier 2-time MVP winner? If he's this easy to cut, is he bottom tier 2-time MVP winner?
We're not discrediting him at all.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. So you know how you look at people in the MVP list and who have multiples.
Yeah.
Is he bottom or is he top? If he's this easy to cut.
Who said it was easy to cut?
You cut him for somebody with nothing. He don't got a chip. He don't have a defensive player of the year. He don't have
that chip weighs more than that MVP. That chip weighs more than no MVP. Give me the chip all day.
You cut him for Luka. Luka don't have nothing. What does Luka have? What can Luka say is his claim to fame?
Luka got that MVP. Luka got that bucket. He got that bucket, boy. That's all I want. Bro, I'm good, bro. I'm finalized. That is my answer.
Now I got to question them. Now I got to continue to question them dudes upstairs. Like, who doing these votes? If we can sit here and say Steve Nash don't deserve it, Joker can get cut for Luka.
I was gonna say that's another conversation, bro. Because a lot of people argue that Kobe should have got those MVPs over Nash, but that's a
Steve
whole.
Nash is winning 60. That's 61 seasons, man. I don't want to hear it.
We could
Kobe ain't made nobody but Kobe better. Wade ain't make nobody but Wade better. Shaq ain't make nobody but Shaq better. But dog Steve Nash got Joe Johnson paid. He got Amari paid. Where's Boys D out now? Where's all the boys that was on? Raja Bell was gone like 2 years after that. Like all the boys, Steve Nash was making everybody look good.
And people forget Gortat was on that team too.
Man, Gortat was over there. Man, Kurt Thomas on his last 2 legs was over there getting buckets with Steve Nash. Man, come on, man. Steve Nash
Thomas
made you.
Tim Thomas, yeah, I remember them.
Tim Thomas, come on, man.
Yeah, we could go all day about that, but
we could go all day on that one.
Wanted to single out some guys, though. Speaking of the guys that we talked about, 3 players that we were riding with since episode 1. Lou had Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, from the T-Wolves. My guy CP had PG, Paul George from the Los Angeles Clippers. And I had Dame Dalla from the Portland Trailblazers. So I'll start off with Ant-Man. Ant-Man had a pretty okay week. He had 24 points, 1 game, 19, 16, 11, and 28. for the week. Lou, what did you see from him this
Like,
week? Like
this is not on Ant, bro. I blame the Minnesota staff. You feel me? I blame
the way that they're set up.
horrible moves, bro.
Yeah,
Horrible. Like bringing Rudy Gobert for all of your gritty players. You know, the depth that you had on the bench. Like, it was stupid. And now you clog the paint. Cat still looks horrible. You just clog the paint.
I think Ant has like 1 or 2 dunks for the whole season so far. Bro.
Yeah, like he doesn't even want to go in there no more. There's no point. It's too clogged, bro. Like,
well, first of all, I seen this statistic the other day. That starting 5 has like one of the worst offensive efficiency ratings in the league right now. So when that 5 is on the court, nothing goes down. I feel like I understand Ant-Man struggles in a sense because I feel like, 1, my teammate don't want me messing with Popeyes. 2, my other teammates like clogging my paint, so I can't play my game. So you're making me a jump shooter. Like they have that viral clip of him just standing there
this season. And Giannis triple-doubled against Minnesota last night. Did not have a great shooting game. Good help on the McDaniels drive, but the Minnesota Timberwolves able to swing it.
Yep. What you want me to do? Like realistically, what do you want me to do? My paint's clogged. This is part of my game. I'm a slasher. I'm a slasher shooter. I like to mix it up. So if I have to be one-dimensional, I'm just going to stand out here like I'm Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
It's horrible, bro. That was the worst move. They traded everything for this guy, and now they look trash.
Yeah,
so.
Terrible. I think they're like 6 and they're 0-6 on teams like 500, bro. So it's like they can't beat anyone good, and they barely.
They traded all their depth. They traded their whole depth away.
Oof, damn. What about you, Clint? I know PG had a great week. He had 28, 32, 34, 26, 29, and 17.
Hey, man, hold on. Slow down when you say his numbers. A lot of people be hating him. But say them again. What kind of week you had? Say them again.
So from Monday to yesterday, 28, 32, 34, 26, 29, and then 17.
What Kawhi? What Kawhi? He ain't even playing, huh?
They don't need Kawhi, bro. Strategic, bro.
So part of me wants to be petty, right? Because like you just threw them numbers out there for me. And part of me wants to go, I'm gonna go over here to Boston and see what JT did this week. You know what I'm saying? I know he had some 30s, some 35s. He went crazy. He had a 40. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Ain't too far off. That's all I'm saying. It ain't too far off.
All right. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing.
So all I'm saying is this. The math ain't mathing. Yeah, it's not too far off, but I would tell you this. JT may be the focal, but he got a squad. Let me take JB off for the whole first season. For the whole first few games. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I bet them 30 turn into 25s like Paul George's. That's all I'm saying. You getting doubled a lot more, and you getting doubled, and it makes you a passer. It's easy to double when no other threats around. Lou, you know this.
I hate the JT slander, bro. I really hate the JT.
It's no JT slander. I just want this is the confusion. It's not JT slander. It's Paul George disrespect is what I'm trying to show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give him his credit too. Okay. Because he's the only guy out here. I'm facing doubles. You want me to throw this to Reggie Jackson? Cool. I will. I can. You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't it be cooler if I was throwing into Kawhi? You know what I'm saying? Like I get more one-on-ones because if JB is out, if JT is out there, there's no JB. And it's just him, Marcus Smart, and Robert Williams. Mm-hmm. Them 25, them 30s, them 40s, them 50s he dropped, they shrink a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they gonna be tough.
And then last,
I ain't gonna lie, PG was shredding the Lakers too.
Nah,
how much you had that game?
That's why I ain't come over here, Bron. Come here.
Yeah,
this is why I ain't come back over here.
I want to say he had 29. He had 29.
Yeah, he was shredding them. Like he was cooking them boys.
And then lastly, Dame. So Dame's obviously been coming back from injury. They had like some injury management games. So he didn't play too many games. But in the last 3 games that he did play, he had 19, 26, and 29. So, again, I'm still riding for Dame and them boys. Portland looks good, when he does play. They're like a pretty good unit collectively. And he's done, a decent job. And, just typical Dame numbers, nothing too crazy, nothing too flashy. But, those last 3 games have been Yeah, I mean, once he's at like 100%, I think we could like start talking about it a little bit more. But as of right now, like, those are decent numbers: 19, 26, 29. Like,
So right now, record wise, so I'm guessing Portland has the best record out of all three of our guys we watching right now.
Yeah. So,
but that's gonna die down shortly. Trust me.
Yeah, Clippers are 7-6.
So you think they when do they hit that number? Lou? When do they start shrinking? Before All-Star break or after All-Star break? When do they come back?
Before they're just on a hot streak right now, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro.
Okay.
Jeremy Grant is not putting up 22 and 10. Okay, for the whole season.
Yeah, for the whole season. Yeah, he had a good game, I think. But
which they need him to do, and Nurk is the king of being injured, so that's not lasting long.
It's true. He's never healthy.
All right, come on, bro. And I feel like Dame is starting to like slowly deflect to Anthony Simons. Like here. I see him doing that more. Like here.
I mean, he kind of has to.
It's because he's gonna need him in biggest pressure situations. So it's rather you see what he made of now rather than. It's crunch time, and I don't know if I can throw you this. So I feel like that's what he's doing. He's getting the in-game feel of him.
And it's a confidence thing, too. It's a confidence thing. Like, I want these guys to feel confident in these situations, giving the other guys to hit game-winning shots, bro, that's huge, bro. That takes, big cojones to do. So, cool. Any three guys you noticed this week that kind of, like, stood out to you?
Listen, I know Clint want to give him all the slander and all of that, talk his name, blah, blah, blah. He can't get double. But let's be real, bruh. Let's be real. My guy JT hit 37, a little 20-piece, 39-piece, a 33-piece. Mm-hmm. The math ain't mathing. Okay, that is nowhere near close to my boy, to your little 29 that you hit this week. Okay? My dog got a 39 on there, man. He got a 40-piece last night, ain't it? Am I tripping?
I'm saying, he had a 40. All I'm saying is this.
The math ain't math.
All I'm saying is this. Hey, matter of fact, we're going to save that conversation. I'm going to save that conversation for y'all. We're going to have a good one. But all I'm saying is this. The math ain't math. You got it. Like, I'm not trying to put him down. Don't understand that. I'm trying to lift PG up. So I got to compare the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't, you're going to look at PG's numbers like, hey, you trash. And then look at when JT do it. PG, man, JT got 40. Took 40 shots with it, too. Like, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let's break it down. We're going to break it down.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's see if JB set out, a stretch. And let's talk about that. I want to talk about it.
And I'm not hating. Like, I feel like JT's best games, like his 50s, JB be out.
Yeah,
his 50 burgers, JB be out.
Low key.
I'm just saying the team better. That's all I'm saying. The team better.
Whoa, wait.
I see
the Boston team is better than the Clippers team?
Hands down.
That's tough for me to say. That's tough. That's tough for me to say.
That's tough. And this is where we can have that conversation of, like I said, team, like basketball is a team sport. It's only one basketball. It's only one ball can hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easier when everybody understands their role and their position of who that guy is and who we defer to and how we play this game. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers have too many situations of, mind you, they cleared house because of that. When they had Montrez, Pat, and everybody was like, man, playoff P. You know what I'm saying? Lou Will, how they was kind of laughing and not taking him serious. They still have some of that trademark in their DNA, like the side egos, the side hustle. To where Boston, everybody know who got the keys in Boston. I feel like he got the keys and JB deserved the keys, but everybody egos in check. Everybody basketball mind is in check.
Yeah.
So they know what they need to do and how they need to play. They get
the bigger picture in Boston. I agree. That's a good argument, though. I would love to.
That's a good argument.
Yeah, I would love to see the Clips versus like Boston in a series. Just to kind of see.
Yeah.
Hey, let's circle that. Let's circle that. We're gonna circle that game. When they play. We're gonna circle that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna circle every possession PG on JT ass too. That's my dog.
I mean, that's a great comparison player. If you look at it, JT and PG, like they're pretty much like spitting images. Like they play the same way, same height, same hand, like everything. Their games are very similar.
PG just more shifty, boy.
Yeah, PG is like he's different, bro. He's different.
Yeah.
But like athleticism, same thing. So, anyone this week that kind of like stood out to you, Clint?
It's a little different for me because I'm not saying he stood out. He showed me what makes him effective. Like, I always used to kind of just look at SGA and be like, yo, how do you get these 29s and this 30s? Is it because you're the only player on our team? Are you taking a ton of shots? Like, what
That
do
is
you
a
do?
yes.
The way
That is also a yes.
he's shifty, bro. He changes direction, great. Like literally, will start here and just completely turn everything and got you on that first step. So he takes this first step right, and you move your body that way, and he instantly just changed directions. He's not windmill jumping over you. He kind of just using his height for position and easy floaters, even step throughs, getting to the line, shoots it when you gives it to him open, and like he got my respect on. He's playing it the right way. I feel like the pieces around him, when they start to connect more, it'll be better.
And we're winning, bro, which is the crazy part. And competing. I think so. Winning and competing, obviously two different things. But like, if you're like competing and like losing, I could respect that. Then you just like folding and just taking the L. You know, like every game that we play, and you know me, bro. I'm as big as a Thunder fan as you are, but we compete.
Hey, Lou, I don't want to talk around Sam, but I gotta say this. I hear you. We're winning and competing. Like, I hear you, but don't make it seem like Milwaukee didn't go, hey, Giannis, you ain't got to play tonight.
Yeah.
we took them to overtime and lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make it seem like we did that. Like, we talking, man, we still not top dog level. Like, when we play with mid-tier people, all right, we mess with them, but like,
we still Javon Carter gave y'all 30 piece, bro.
We still get disrespected. We get disrespected still, cuz they still saying bench your best player and go in there and have a night off. Like, they still doing that to us. When they stop that, then I can completely agree.
Yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? Like, I know they bench Drew, they bench Giannis. They got Giannis eating popcorn on the sideline. I get it, bro. Like,
Giannis working over his son.
They clowning us.
Javon Carter gave y'all 30 piece, bro.
But I'm watching these games, and there are other games that we play that, you know, where they have their full on teams, and we're competing, bro. I could respect that. And
what's y'all
record? The Nuggets, we've been giving the Nuggets a great fight.
We are after today 5-7 or 6-7 now.
So that'll die down soon.
Hold on, Sam. Let's get there. Because another team in this chat, since you want to die down soon, let's talk about the team that never really started. What Miami doing right now, Luke?
All I know is Max Strus is doing what he needs to do. He's completing his job. Max Strus is playing to his full potential.
I saw Duncan Robinson tripping getting in the game because he was shocked he was getting game. Like, y'all paid him all that money to come off the bench and shoot nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We paying Kyle Lowry, bro. I'm down to do a Russ trade, bro. Straight trade. Kyle Lowry for Russ. Let's do it, bro. Please, bro. Please,
bro. That's funny.
Give me a Bam, Russ, Tyler trio, bro. I'll take it, bro. Get rid of
the other night I turned.
That wouldn't be a bad.
Sam, I really want you to hear this. The other night I turned my TV on. I was like, I'm gonna watch the games. Man, Mavericks versus the Wizards. All right, Luka, good game. Cool. What else is on? Heat Hornets. Why is this a close game going on? Is Melo playing? Melo not playing. Who playing? Miles Bridges back? Why Kelly Oubre just putting up shots? Why is Kelly Oubre dunking like this? What are we doing right now?
Overtime too. I think they went.
What are we doing right now?
Yeah, it's pitiful, bro. It's not good.
The Heat got bigger problems, bro. I heard they just the whole arena like sponsorship thing, the FTX. They have to change the name of the arena now from FTX.
Yeah,
like, it went bankrupt, and I think Bang Bros put a bid in to change it. So now like they
gonna keep putting that bid in too. They want that arena, bro.
Porn stars are gonna be sponsoring the Miami Heat. Like, hey man, I don't know what y'all got going on in Miami, but
that'll be a big joke. That'll be a big joke in Miami, boy. With Jimmy and his dreads. Every time I see this man, and like it don't make no sense. Like, why is this his player picture, bro? This man in his dreads, bro. Like, it's a joke in Miami right now. Pat Riley needs to get it together. I think he's trying to get a deal. Like I'm trying to get a deal. but you can't really get a deal in the league like that. So you just need to pay them dudes, bro. Just pay them dudes.
Pat Riley be over there couponing. He be looking at when this coupon come out. Man, John Wall gonna be free after this year. I'm gonna have to pick that up. He look good over there at the Clippers. I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Yo, he probably texting Russ like, "Yo,
Pat Bev, come on, man." Y'all had him too. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Y'all drafted.
Yeah, he was with us.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
he was with us.
That culture. So I'm picking Tyrese Halliburton for the week. I'm a huge fan of Tyrese. He had a really good week for me. Indiana won a couple of good games. Just to go over his numbers real quick, he had 26 and 8, 11 and 8, 22 and 9, 20 and 13 assists, 21 and 12 assists, and then the last game 8 and 15 assists. Like he's
15 assists.
He's getting guys involved, man, and like I feel like now they're starting to be more like as a unit. Miles Turner looking good. Buddy Hield's been going crazy lately. Obviously Benedict
trying to get traded.
Yeah, he's trying to get moved. But Benedict
trying to boost his draft stock.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Not to cut it off.
Yeah.
Not to cut it off. My boy Russ, he booted his draft stock, boy. Hey, come off the bench. Y'all see, it ain't my fault. Like Russ over there with the I'm hooping.
He's hooping.
It's them.
We gotta get
them.
A lot of people
get me out of here.
Yeah, they give a lot of hate to Russ, but I'm gonna give love to Russ, man. He's done pretty good coming off the bench, man. So unlike Ben Simmons, who's not doing a damn thing in Brooklyn, but Russ definitely hooping out there in LA off the bench with the second unit. So it's not him. It's clear it's not him. Yeah, those are the three. Wanted to shift over to the Futon Feature. Clint, take it away.
All right, man. We're taking a trip, man. I'm gonna give y'all some love on this dude here. Because I ain't gonna lie, Lou brought this up to me a couple weeks ago, so I'm gonna go out there and really just talk about how the man out of Indiana used to shred, and I ain't talking Paul George. Them young bucks, they gonna be like, wait, there was somebody else that played in Indiana? Yes, there was somebody before Paul George. Yeah, he was holding it down until Paul George. 6'7", most improved, one-time All-Star, putting up 17 a game. Man out of New Mexico. We got to give Danny Granger his love. Like I feel like that team had who knows what level they would have gotten to in those Heatles days.
Yeah.
If he was healthy. What that would have looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at it and be like, yo, Lance Stevenson was Paul George's number 2. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, if that number 2 was Danny or number 1 was Danny and Paul team would have been so harder to beat.
Crazy, bro. It's
difference of 2 6'7" wings in your face like that on Braun and Wade. Like, mind you had Hibbert verticality standing up in that post. You had David West, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
George Hill, but 6'7" dudes in the middle like that.
Indiana was a
squad.
problem, bro. They were a problem. It was only injuries that really hurt Danny Granger for
Who
real.
does Danny Granger remind you of today, though, in today's NBA? I got the perfect player.
Paul George for me.
Nah. He was never athletic.
Don't disrespect PG like that, guy.
Yeah, he was never. So I'm going Chris Middleton.
PGJT.
I'm going Chris Middleton.
Okay, yeah, Chris Middleton's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Because they're never they're not like springy, but like Danny Granger was never like I'm a yam on you. Like they didn't really have too crazy of.
He got a couple. No, I like he ain't got. He got a couple now.
I'm not saying, but that wasn't his game though. Like, so I'm going Chris as like sneaky bounce, could pull from wherever. Like
that's a good one.
Yeah, so he kind of reminds me of him, like tall guard or tall forward. So. Definitely want to give Danny Granger some love because, we talk about it all the time. Like Paul George wouldn't be Paul George if it wasn't for Danny Granger getting hurt.
Yeah,
we would never
walk him right into that,
bro. We would never know what Paul George could really be if Danny Granger doesn't get hurt.
If he had to sit behind that shadow,
bro, for the rest of it, So obviously it sucks, right? Well, guy had to go down for him to shine, but I'm pretty sure he's super thankful for the opportunity that was presented to him. So. Definitely want to give Danny Granger some love again. We did a little Futon Feature to give these guys their flowers. So last week on the pod, we had a trivia question, and the trivia question was: name the last 3 players coming out of high school to average double digits in their rookie season, which was super tricky. It was the last 3. Cause I named a couple of guys, but I know there was probably the first 3 I named. But so the last 3. were Dwight Howard, LeBron James. I'm pretty sure Amari was there in there as well, but then we kind of did some research and found that J.R. Smith was one of the guys as well. So I'm pretty sure one of those guys. But Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Amari, and then J.R. Smith was like a close 4. So I think he averaged like 10.7 or something like that his first year. But that's pretty dope. Did not know that. It was not
that straight out of high school 5. If they ever do one,
oh, bro,
good luck.
Yeah,
I don't care what college you went to. Good luck. If they really do like an all-star team, like straight out of high school, Kobe, Bron, JR coming off the bench, Dwight, Amari.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Darius Miles.
Darius. All right. Anyways.
Yeah. No, I mean,
shout out to Knuckleheads though.
Yeah, I was watching Kenyon Martin on All the Smoke recently. He was talking about Darius Miles. He was like, "Yo, I guess because there is either supposed to go 1 or 2. Like Darius was either going to go 1 or Kenyon was going to go 1 because they're the same draft class." And he said he was watching him during like the pre-draft and the workout. He said Darius Miles could have hit a jumper to save his life, bro.
So, no, Darius is athletic, but he couldn't hit his ass with both hands, boy. Couldn't shoot that thing. So they was thinking about taking him, and I was in Orlando when we was working out. I went to visit Orlando. We all was down there together.
He said he couldn't hit his ass with both hands.
Like, you know,
I feel like I feel like Darius Miles, his only flaw to it, and this is like one of the most important things to any basketball player. Where you get drafted says a lot. Like it can really break your career off of the Bucks.
Yeah.
So he would have probably been the great player for different situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like going into the Clipper organization, who is still the Clipper organization, still kind of cursed to this day of never really getting over the hump. But like that wasn't for him.
Yeah,
that's true
for sure. But you know, they made like a name for themselves though, so he kind of like I guess came up in that regard. Like
every team he went to after that was a struggling situation. The Blazers,
Cleveland.
the Cavs, like it was never like somewhere where he can excel and kind of play a role that fits him.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And it became like a little too late once it came to that point. But damn, cool. Clint, do you have a trivia question for this week?
This week's trivia question, and we're gonna post this for y'all to kind of give us some answers back in between. Before then, and y'all stop cheating, man. I already know how black people is. I know how all y'all is. Now, don't cheat up front, man. Use your knowledge. It ain't multiple choice. I mean, we probably can make it multiple choice and make it easy for y'all. But I really want to know what is the highest 3-point percentage in a season recorded. Who has that record of the highest 3-point percentage in a season?
Is it someone
it
like?
Got to be the best shooter ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this someone surprising or is like?
I mean, shoot. I mean, it's not surprising if you have basketball knowledge and you looking and you know your shooters, you'll pick them out. But it's not Captain Obvious.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Yeah,
I think I know who though.
Yeah, I'll comment too. But damn, cool. Well, that's it, folks. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Public Opinion Pod. Make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Public Opinion Pod. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify at Public Opinion Pod. That's it, fellas. Much appreciated. And we're out.